All right, everybody. With me on the line, they are Allie, Kylie, and Melissa due south. How are y'all doing?
Good.
We're doing good.
How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm excited for this one. I like Southern rock. It's good. It's good stuff. Slow, but I like the twang, Southern twang. So,
That's great.
so introduce yourselves. Who is what? This is video and audio. So, who wants to go first?
Cool. I'm Melissa.
I'm Allie.
I'm Kylie.
And
And
who
we're due
what?
south.
Introduce
Due
yourself.
south. Okay. Yes, due south. Where y'all from? Are y'all in Nashville?
Yes.
We live in Nashville. We're all from the West, though. All different places. I'm from California.
I'm from Colorado.
I'm from Washington State.
I Yeah, I have family in Washington, so
Okay,
I've been
cool.
up there a few times. So how did you all start? What's the origin story?
That's
That's
a
a
loaded
story.
question.
Yeah.
So Kylie and I, we all lived in LA at the same time. And Kylie and I have known each other for like 7 years. We've been best
Yeah,
friends.
sounds about right.
We met in music school at MI in Hollywood, and we were the only two country singers in our school. So we
Yeah.
kind of gravitated towards each other. And then these two met
Via Instagram.
Yeah. We met online.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's what everyone does now with music is online, online,
And
online.
it was like the perfect timing because it was right before the pandemic. And then Kylie and I started writing together over Zoom because we couldn't
Of
meet up.
course.
Yeah.
And then we wrote a bunch and both ended up moving to Nashville like a couple months apart, I
Yeah.
think. And when we got here, we met in person.
Yeah.
We had already and I was still doing a solo thing at the time, so was Kylie. So Kylie came out and did some shows with me as Kylie Stone, and
Yep.
I was
Mhm.
still doing the solo thing, and we loved singing together. And over time, and then I had heard Kylie a few times kind of talking about how like, I don't know, you get this music thing is really hard and it's hard to do
I've
alone.
heard.
Oh yeah.
So we had like some conversations where we loosely talked about that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then Kylie introduced me to Allie.
Mhm.
Allie and I
Okay.
wrote together.
Mhm.
Mhm.
And then Allie and I had some of those
So
conversations.
it's like a spider web of friendship.
Yeah,
Spider web.
spider web.
Totally.
Yeah.
It's like, so are y'all all three previous solo experience?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's the biggest, I guess I'll go Allie, what's the biggest difference between solo and being in a band?
Uh, it it feels like it's harder but easier. Like
Hmm.
I feel like we're a tribe. Like we are a group that we can delegate different
Tasks.
chores, tasks.
Right,
Um,
so we all lead together, right? One,
yeah. And it's fun, like getting up on stage is so intimidating sometimes. Like as a solo artist, my band and I, we toured and
Mhm.
I would never felt settled on stage. But getting up with these two, I felt like, okay, if I go down, they're going down with me.
We're
Like
in it
we're
together.
in it together. Like it doesn't
Yeah.
feel, it's not as scary. So yeah, that's
Nowadays it's all about streams and like how many Spotify subscribers. Well, when you have three people and you have three different social media platforms all on one, obviously, but that probably helps, right? The reach from
Yes.
the
Yeah.
simple math problem.
Yeah, it's crazy because we all have that individual network from doing it on our
Right.
own for so long each that we've like brought it together and created like this much bigger network. And
You
We
do
all
the collaboration on the post too, like the little
Yes.
collaboration thing that helps a lot. Yeah.
Oh,
It
it
does
totally
help so
does.
much.
That's
Definitely,
strategic.
especially
Yeah.
when we first started our page and we started with nothing. We were like, oh, well, at least we have
Yeah.
Yeah.
those
Yeah.
pages.
There's more numbers for sure.
Yeah, definitely. So did I get it right? Southern Rock, is that um
Yeah.
so who were some do you guys have like country roots, any of you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think we all
Definitely.
do.
A lot of country
There's
roots.
a lot of country here
Mhm.
and classic rock. We all
Yeah.
grew up on a little bit of that. And then, of course, just like pop. Sorry,
Yeah.
we're kind of playing around between all those.
So who are some artists? Who wants to?
Ooh, I love
You
that
go.
question. Ella Langley is a huge one for
Oh, yeah.
us. We love her. I think she's really different and speaks to a lot of women, female country artists. I think Carrie Underwood is like a no-brainer. She's like the queen. Miranda Lambert,
Yeah.
Chris
The
Stapleton.
usual suspects.
The usual.
usual
I know,
suspects.
yeah. It's a no-brainer unless I'm missing some.
I think that's like,
That's good.
Mhm.
yeah,
I don't know. I feel like it's always changing
that's
too.
true, especially
Yeah.
now.
Yeah. And especially since we're still kind of a newer band, we're still kind of finding our niche sound. So
Mhm.
it keeps changing and developing. So
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But the rock
Um,
going anywhere. I think we all
Yeah.
really have like a very
That's
strong foundation. More so
are any of
than
y'all Joan Jett fans?
Yes.
Or all is that all? That was a synchronized. Yeah, I like that.
We tend to do that.
I know.
Yeah.
100%.
What's better than the alternative? All right, so yeah, Joan Jett, like so awesome. I still listen to some of her classics, and like of course, y'all didn't mention her, but Kelly Clarkson. I'm a Kelly
Oh,
Clarkson
yeah.
fan.
Big
I
fan.
assumed there's so many to name, right? You didn't want to
Oh,
just
yeah.
like
She's great. She's awesome.
put her on the list.
Yeah.
So are y'all into those reality shows?
Oh
Like
yeah.
Voice and AGT and
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we.
But
that
also
and
all reality
Housewives.
TV.
one of
Yeah.
y'all have had to get a call. Come on. One of y'all have had to get a call. Who is it?
We all.
I think
we all
we've all
have.
done it.
Yeah, okay. About to say, y'all are so talented that I assume one or if not all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyone almost get on or
None
of
of
the
us have
three?
been on, but we've all made it to the producers. So
Yeah.
that was kind of like that was
right.
Did you did The Voice?
Right,
I did
because
and American Idol.
you did the voice. That's one of
Mhm.
my favorites. So yeah, so I just had someone on the podcast that was on that made it to Idol, but then they didn't make it on TV. They made it to the like one before, like the semifinals.
Yeah.
But like the one before.
Bro,
It
it's
is.
And then I've interviewed a couple that have made, I've interviewed a couple people that were on The Voice and got snubbed at the end. Just cold, like she just basically got screwed. Like they just, cold turkey.
it's hard. It's a battle. Like I think it's just when you're in that environment, I can't imagine just the pressure and
Mhm.
having to perform. Not only that, but I don't know. I just can't imagine.
And just like being in we put ourselves out there to be judged because of we're
Yeah.
entertainers, but
yeah.
in that scenario, you're like you're asking for it.
Yeah.
And in front of
Mhm.
everybody.
That's
Yeah.
pretty scary, especially when it's the voice where the chairs
Uh-huh.
down.
Yes.
That would be really scary.
And right, and there's always a fine print in the contract too,
Yeah.
Oh,
which
yeah.
we reserve the right to,
Yep. Yep. My God.
People don't look at that though. They're just like,
Like, oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
'cause I think there's people that have gotten like a verbal yes, and then they turn that around real quick.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's wild.
So talk to me about you guys touring. Is there any local spots, or where do you guys tour?
We play around the Nashville area. We actually just played South by Southwest
in
in Austin. March?
I like how you say that casually.
we
Just
just say we passed
yeah. Just
Car.
just that. That's it.
It was
That's
pretty cool.
Yeah.
We're planning on likely playing LA this year and moving into the fall. Some
LA
touring.
as in like just a concert, like at a bar, at a venue. Where do y'all play
There's a
at?
few venues there that will likely play.
yeah.
We're not booked there yet, but
No, but it's in the
yeah, that's
future.
like
It's in the tax.
it is, yeah.
The near future.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So talk to me about some of the recent songs. Is Mascara and Mud, is that the last one?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
When did that come out?
That was
came out-
March too.
It was March. Yeah.
Yeah.
a busy month. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
March 14th, I think.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yes.
I kind of get the gist of it just by the title.
Yeah.
So it's one of those. Actually, some people are like, oh, they like to be like surprised when it comes to like a title versus the meaning. But I
Mhm.
sometimes just up front. Like, I
Yeah.
like to go out and then I like the mud, like
Yeah.
Exactly.
simple, but it's complex too at the same time.
Totally. We
What
like to
was the process with that one? Like,
the process.
Was actually we wrote it with one of our really good friends and writers that we write with all the time, John Frank, and he actually had brought that title to a different write, and we heard that title and we were like, that's Due South, save that. We're like, that's
have
us.
to write
We
that.
have to write
Yeah.
that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And we came back to it and it flowed. It was great. It was
It was a
easy
fun-
because
It was a fun ride.
yeah, we're all females and it's very easy for women to be put in a box and we're
Mhm.
all about pushing those
Yeah.
lines.
Mhm.
Mhm.
that sends a good message that you're not just, you know what I'm saying? Like people in general, they can do more than just like you said, put in a box, any message like that is a positive message and people should check it out. It's a very good song.
Thank
You also Storm Chaser, is that the other one? That's
Yes.
semi new, or is that real new?
No, that one came out right before Mascara and Mud.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And we wrote that with our good friend Zach Allen, who's also our guitar player.
Mhm.
But that one
That one was a fun one too.
it was a fun one.
About chasing those
Bad boys.
bad boys.
Yeah.
Are
We
all
were-
these on Zoom or are these in person now?
All in person.
Yeah. joke,
Oh
but-
yeah. We see a lot of each other.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we've been writing a lot lately. We're looking to release probably 3-4 songs by the end of the summer.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We're gonna be super busy.
Cranking them
Are
out.
you guys independent band? Like, is there any thoughts on a label or anything? No pressure. I just was wondering.
Still, still in the, we're still exploring our options and
I don't want to spoil anything. I hope I didn't.
we don't want to
not
say
at all.
too
Not
much.
at all.
We don't want to say too much.
Yeah.
We're open. We all have a lot of experience doing this for so many
Yeah.
years. We kind of been through it like individually, those ups and those
I
downs.
get it. You never know what opportunities right there.
Yeah,
So
you got to take them.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
we'll take any.
I've
Well,
interviewed. I don't know if y'all have seen my interviews, but I interview a lot of independent artists,
Yeah.
and a lot of them say the same thing. How like you could just knock on the door, and then it's always when you least like expect it. Like I've had people that got a label and then backed off, because they control not everything, but a lot of people.
A lot.
I mean,
Yeah.
trying to be nice, but they it's like sit, roll over, type of stuff.
It absolutely is.
Totally.
It's crazy though, because I like if anybody asks me personally, I say like, don't pursue a music career unless you have to. Like it's in you and you just have to do it because there is nothing else you can do because it is that hard.
It's
And then
hard.
Well,
some.
it's kind of easier just to be independent then.
Yeah, it is.
Totally. Well, because we have more control over what we want to write, when we want to put it out,
Mhm.
like what
Yeah.
the sound's going to be. And I think
It's the reach
it's,
that
yeah,
the
it's a-
machines have, the reach and the money.
but it's a double-edged sword
True.
because it's like, being independent, there's only sometimes so far you can go.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's hard, and and if it were easy, if there were a straight list of rules or a book on how to do it, everybody would be doing
That's
it.
true.
Totally.
There's no
Right.
right way to do it. We're all just in the same game. I call it the Hunger Games. I'm like, it's whoever the last one standing. Like you just
Yeah,
it's
like
perseverance, it's persistence, it's hiding in the tree when somebody's down there trying to,
mhm.
Do what?
I hear you. I hear you.
put you
What's-
down.
Yeah, I hear you. What's interesting about the podcast that I do is I do two sets. So I do interviews with I don't know if you've seen any of them, but I do like on the come up. So basically, they're artists that are like literally like just starting. I'm trying to give them a platform, and then there's the artists that like bands and stuff that I also interview. But the on the come up people, very like crazy. A lot of them are like out of college or whatever. One person said they got popular on TikTok only. Like
Yeah.
she just put like a song out like legit, but she built TikTok first.
You never know what hits.
You don't know what hits. And TikTok has been a really awesome platform.
I
though.
heard it's like you can go live now and like
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
And we get a lot of almost more interaction with people. Like people are like, oh my gosh, just stumbled upon this video. Love your stuff. I'm going to go follow you. I'm listening to your stuff. And it's you get more interaction and the algorithm, it just, I think, likes us more on TikTok than
Yeah.
probably
Where
like,
else?
yeah, because we get new followers all the time. And it's just been, TikTok's been a great, I mean, it's addicting for me. I definitely
know,
like
I'm
doom
addicted.
scroll.
just-
I love
There's an
swiping.
addiction.
I love swiping, but it's great. I don't know. There's a reason why people are
Yeah.
addicted to it.
Yeah.
So,
However, though, social media, it's like a whole other job. It's like
yeah.
a whole other 9 to 5.
that's next, hiring your own social media manager.
Yes.
You should
Yeah.
hire somebody to do it. And then that way you don't have to worry about it.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh, they both do social media stuff.
Oh, for like a living?
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Marketing?
Yeah, but you know what's crazy? You can market for other people all day long, but when you have to do it for yourself, I don't know how to do it for myself.
Mhm.
I'm terrible.
It's
It's
hard.
hard.
because
It
it's
is hard.
It's like what's the word? Like
because you're looking at
you're
yourself.
looking at yourself and nobody wants to just post about
Self-promotion.
Yeah, self-promotion.
Yeah.
Totally.
It's hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, social media is like a double-edged sword. It's like
Oh, yeah.
for podcasting too, it's like it's not cheap to podcast. It really isn't. And you know, peeling back the curtain a little bit, that the podcatcher that I use, Podbean, they actually provide the podcaster to do an ad, and then my ad, if I do it, I don't know, but if I do it, it goes to the different podcasts, and then you can actually filter what podcast to put your ad on.
Really?
That's interesting.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
really cool. Have
Yeah.
you found that being helpful? Like,
I mean, I haven't done it yet.
Oh, yeah.
It's a little pricey for them people to get even look at your ad. It's like you have to put like $100 or something. Like,
No, it takes money.
It does.
And we find that even promoting like our songs and putting it on, running ads, like you said, like on
Yeah.
Instagram, and it's
I feel like Instagram is Instagram's easier, I think, than actual like putting it on a podcast or something, because with I've done Instagram, like you boost the reel or boost the story or whatever post, and you can actually put I'm pretty sure, since we all both do there's marketers, all three of you essentially, that you can filter it by city and country and state,
Yeah.
and you'd be surprised about like the cross promotion like on one. So I did one, and I had this artist, Katlia. She's actually, y'all need to check her out. She's actually really
Yeah.
really talented. She's actually in London. My first ever interview overseas. Like that was my first international artist to come on the podcast. Yeah.
Wow.
I was
Awesome.
excited about that. Yeah, she's legit. She's not like all over the billboards yet, but she should be.
Okay.
And she's actually from she's from Cincinnati, but London. And I did an ad, and there are way more people in Cincinnati than I thought there were.
Wow.
No offense I just alienated the whole state.
Yeah.
I just alienated all Ohio people. But
Well,
no, in all seriousness, the cross promotion
Yeah.
is huge.
Yeah.
Huge.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, so do you guys go on the road? Like, is there any how's the travel? What goes on? Give me the example for travel.
Usually
Do we all jump in one thing together separately?
we
Oh,
try
totally.
to, yeah. Well, I mean, we're staying pretty local in Nashville, so
Right, so it's just
usually me driving, or I mean, one of us will kind of. We don't
One
like it
of
when
us
she
except for us.
drives. She sucks at driving.
it's
Yeah.
like
so
yeah,
bad. Just-
But we like taking the car because it's a cool car.
it's a cool
no
car.
bus in your future, right? No bus to go from
Not yet.
Not
No,
yet.
not yet, but we want one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not yet. No.
talk
we're-
about expensive.
Yeah, exactly.
Definitely.
Gosh, we need to-
So-
yeah, we got to get some.
We have a wish list of all the things that we would like and that we need if anyone's interested.
Well, give me the
Yeah.
list and I can post it.
Okay.
Anyone wants to help us out?
Yeah.
I love that.
I'll put
Yeah.
it in the show notes.
Okay.
I'm like Spotify.
We can work on that.
So
No, but
funny.
we've been playing a lot locally because we actually only formed as a band 2 years ago.
Mhm.
So
Really?
we're still like as a group, we're still pretty new.
We're freshly walking.
We're fresh.
We're walking.
Yeah.
We're just like baby
So-
We
steps.
just took our first steps.
You went
Yeah.
through the pandemic and then you came out stronger. There you go.
Absolutely.
It's true.
It's
Yeah.
true. Yeah.
And since we've done this, we've had a lot of forward momentum. So it's been
Yeah.
great.
It's been awesome. Yeah. Learned a lot. Yeah, it's been good.
Yeah. So shows wise, right now we have a lot local, and then hopefully LA.
Yeah.
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 You
So
just-
any thoughts on that? Going bust the place to place.
That's the goal. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's our big goals. We'd love to be able to tour all over,
Mhm.
on a bus, preferably a plane, but if a bus will work.
A bus will work.
I get a little car sick.
As long as you don't hitchhike. That's the
Yeah.
mean. That's the mean.
I mean,
Somewhere in the middle.
it's
Yeah.
cheap,
Yeah.
but
I think so too.
Yeah.
We're kind of in a writing recording season, and I think that next steps after this summer will likely start moving towards touring.
definitely next
Yeah.
year,
The next year.
thinking through
Yeah.
your goals. We'd love to be on the road next year.
Yeah, for sure.
Opening for
So,
somebody
Open
or
being an opener. Yeah, sure.
Be an opener.
we'd love to be an opener. That's like the goal.
Mhm.
So fingers
Who are some country artists like specifically that that you're watching or listening now to?
Casey Tyndall.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is that what you mentioned earlier, right?
We we forgot to mention her, but Casey Tyndall, she's more of a local. I mean, she's open. I can't remember what bill she's on now.
Right now, I think she's
she's opening for
she was touring with Maddie and Tay, and then she
that's right.
was it
So
Hardy?
a local
Yeah.
artist.
Yeah, she's here in Nashville, but she's on Maddie and Tay's tour.
Oh
But
wow.
she's been one of our favorites.
Now that you mentioned it, I think I have heard that name before.
She has a
she's
song called
great.
Is it Jesus and Joan Jett?
Yeah, Jesus is
Joan Jett, hey.
good.
You'll
like
Oh,
that
it
song.
is
So
my
good.
anthem.
That was like our introduction
That
to
was
Casey Tyndall.
totally, and that was
Yeah.
like we were like, we want to do this.
I love that.
So good.
Yeah.
So good.
But I'd say like who we're listening to as a band, as a group,
Mm-hmm.
there's pretty wide range.
It is very.
We like a lot of the guys.
We love
honestly.
all of the
Austin
guys.
Austin
Snell.
Snell
I don't
is
think
like
he's
top
great.
right
Mhm.
now.
Yeah.
Josh
Hardy,
Ross.
Josh Ross.
Yeah. Those are like the big. We vibe with their
Yeah.
their style and their sound, and so
Uh-huh.
we would definitely love to. If we could hop on a bill with them, that would be
Oh,
like
The dream.
mwah. I don't need anything
Yeah, the
else.
next I did the interview already, but the next guest on the podcast is Woody Bradshaw. Have you guys heard of him?
You know what? That
Uh-huh.
name sounds
Sounds
really
very
familiar.
Very familiar.
Is he
Yeah.
here now?
Yeah. So we're actually from the same area. So I actually live in Pensacola, which is on the Alabama border.
Nice.
And he's actually from Pensacola too. But I go through, have you guys heard of Dead Horse Branding? So I go through them to get interviews too. That's how I get a lot of my artists too. It's through
That-
Instagram, but then I also, it's free promotion for them, and then obviously I get an episode.
Yeah.
So but yeah, so you guys have heard of Woody Bradshaw?
That sounds
think it's-
familiar.
I'm gonna say
Familiar. I gotta
yes.
look.
Yeah.
Yeah. For those listening, y'all need to check him out. He's very talented.
Oh,
It's a
that's
sh-
awesome.
it's a shame he hasn't actually like gone like label because he's really talented. As are y'all. So what's the next stop? Like literal the next show? Do you have it scheduled?
Ooh, yeah, we have a show.
June 4th.
Is that the next one?
Yeah.
We have so
Before.
many shows. We have quite a few.
Quite a few shows
We've got
coming
the
up.
few today. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I
That's
guess
CMA week here.
we're playing CMA week here in Nashville. So we'll be at the Green Light at 9:30.
Mhm.
It's in downtown Nashville. And then
With Undiscovered.
with Undiscover, that's the host that's hosting the
Mhm.
round. And we have another gig.
We're doing a round at Bobby's Idol Hour.
We're doing around at Bobby's
I think
Island.
that's the following week.
Yeah. But people can,
Yeah.
check stuff out on our
hmm
Yeah.
Instagram.
And we just booked a full band gig too.
Yeah, we're at Old Dominions
Old
Bar.
Dominions Bar, July 10th.
July
Yeah.
10th.
Mhm.
Okay.
hmm
Yeah.
So
We're busy this summer.
we're busy.
Yeah.
Just pounding the
We're
pavement.
recording next Saturday.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then, yeah,
Yeah,
a lot.
we're in the studio a lot this month
Mhm.
or in June.
Yeah,
So
got some
yeah.
good ones. I'm excited.
Yeah,
I
it's gonna
know.
be fun.
These next ones are gonna be fun.
They're gonna be
They're gonna be,
fun.
I feel like, a little different.
They're a little
than-
different.
than what we
Yeah.
have so far. So it'll
Yeah.
be exciting to see how it does.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So we were talking about reality shows earlier. Would there be any interest if they wanted all three of you on as a band on one of those shows?
Absolutely.
Totally.
Yeah.
We'll do it.
You do
No
it.
hesitation. All right.
At this point, we're taking whatever.
We're saying yes.
on. Yeah.
Year of yes.
It's
Yeah.
the year of yes.
We're
sometimes being open to like random shows and like any opportunities you can
Oh, for
take. I
sure.
get it.
Yeah.
Totally.
You never know where it's gonna lead, who you're gonna meet. You make a friend. Like there's
Random
no-
podcasts like this one.
Absolutely.
Exactly. Exactly.
All right. Where can people find y'all on social media?
Our handles are all at We're Due South. And the reason why they're laughing is because
Wait, no. I was gonna close the episode, but I don't want to close it anymore. What's the
Right.
story with this?
Oh, you have to know. Otherwise you're like, why are they laughing? They're laughing because
So,
we played go ahead, you go ahead.
We played a show
I'm embarrassed.
like last year, and it was a full band big show. It was a
Mhm.
Cows.
I mean, packed, like wall to wall. We had such a great turnout. It was awesome.
it was great.
And we had finished our set, and the host comes up and says, "All right, well, where can we find you guys on social media?"
Yeah.
And gives the microphone over to Kylie, and he means as a band, like,
were
where can we
still
find a
doing
band?
okay.
Oh yeah.
Kylie goes, "You can find me at Kylie Stone Music." So whenever
Mhm.
anybody asks what our handle is,
Oh, that's the joke.
yeah, Kylie Stone Music.
So bad.
So that's a good place to start.
It's
I
that
think.
solo mentality.
Exactly.
Low
I
mindset.
switched that part off. of my thing, but we're there now.
We're there now. But it's We're Due South.
WERE.
Do sound
Do DUE, not DO.
like a compass.
Like a compass.
Yeah.
And south as in the direction.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like south.
Pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah.
And
That's
I
like-
am a podcast almost in Alabama, so I'm just kidding. Now, see, I pissed off Ohio. Now I pissed off Alabama. All right, thanks y'all for coming on the podcast
Thank
today.
you for having us.
And all the best. Okay.
Thank
Thank
you
you
so
so
much.
All right. Bye.
Bye.